Gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, well here I am again with my head in an olive tree, and this olive tree happens to be in my own yard. In our front yard we have two good sized olive trees as well, and these, I'm not sure the variety, but they sure look like Kalamata olives. I mean, look at that. They're just the right size and shape as a Kalamata olive. So I think that might be my next experiment, is to try to make these in that Greek Kalamata style. So that'll be a lot of fun. They are beautiful. I mean, look at these olives. They're everywhere. This tree is jam-packed with olives. I could make a truckload of Kalamata olives, so this is going to be fun. Look at those beauties. That is a beautiful olive. If that doesn't look like a Kalamata olive, I don't know what does. They have that little pointed end there like that. I don't know much about how to determine what varieties olives are, but it sure looks like one. Alright, I'm back again with another huge bowl of olives. These are the smaller Kalamata type olives. Oh, and there's Harriet again. Hey Harry, you gonna help me with these olives again today? I'm going to try to process them and make them sort of in a Kalamata or a Greek style olive with this batch. And these are olives that I got, that I harvested from trees in our own front yard, which is pretty cool. But in this case, I'm going to take all of these olives and I'm going to put a couple slits in them. Now, I think these are like Kalamata type olives, because look at, they have that little pointy end on there. What do you think, Harriet? Think these are Kalamata olives? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slit in all these olives, and then I'm going to put them in water so that they can leach out the tannins, the bitterness. So I have a lot of olive projects going on right now, just because there's so many olive trees. I have three olive trees in my own front yard, and then I have a bunch of neighbors with olives in their trees. And so far I've discovered, from what I have collected already so far, is I've had 3 different varieties of olives. At our friend Marty's house, she has some nice big plump olives and some little tiny olives. And then at my house here, we have these sort of medium-sized olives here. So it should be interesting to see how each of the different varieties brine up and how different varieties taste. I have so many olives trees right here in the yard that I'm thinking that I possibly might try to make my own extra virgin olive oil, which I think will be a pretty fun project. Now I don't know, I've never done it before, but I've watched a couple of videos of people that have done it, and basically they have taken their olives and crushed them either like in a press or in a food processor like a Robocoup, something like that, and then they made a mash, and then they would take that mash and put it in like a big cloth sack or like cheesecloth or something like that, and then squeeze it all out, and then you have all the juice and the oil comes out with it, and then eventually the oil will rise to the top and you skim that off. So I think it's that easy, but I'm definitely going to give that a try. There's so many olives here that, hey, why not? How often do you have the opportunity to try all these things to make your own olive oil or cure your own olives? And our dog Harriet right here is very interested in this whole process. The other day, when she was helping me do another batch of olives, one rolled onto the floor, and she grabbed it, and she was, that one looks good. She grabbed the runaway olive, and she took it and she hid under the table with it and protected it and taunted the other dogs with it like she had this super prize. I don't think she even really wanted it, but the fact that she had one and the other dogs didn't, that was huge. So it's super nice today. The sun's peeking out a little bit, but it's been overcast all day today. We had a cold front move in, and supposedly over the next couple of days we're possibly going to get some rain, which is always a good thing here in Arizona. Right, Harry? Yeah. So like I said in the other video, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a slit in all of these olives, and then we're going to fill this up and cover the olives in water to help leach out the bitterness of them, because you can't just eat them like this because they're like super bitter. And we're going to let them sit in water for a week to 2 weeks, and we need to change the water every day. So once a day I'm going to dump out the old water and put in fresh water, and then after 7 to 10 days we'll start tasting the olives and see how bitter they are. And I do like an olive with a little bitterness, so I don't want to take all of the tannins out of it, but a little bit of bitterness is good. And at that point, once the bitterness is to the level that we want it, we're going to dump the water off, and then we're going to put them in a brine in jars, and then let them cure in the brine for, I don't know, weeks to a couple months, and we'll see how they taste. At that point you can add some flavorings too, if you want to put lemon or spices or whatever. I've seen some people actually just put them in the plain brine, and then when they're ready to eat them, they will put them in a marinade of olive oil and then whatever spices that they want to use, usually herbs or lemon zest. That one has a bug. So surprisingly, these olives are mostly bug free. at least so far, I haven't even seen any little worms or anything come out, even in the ones that I have soaking in the water already. Boogie one. All right, that's it. So now we have a nice, oh, let's see, I don't know if you can see that. Big bucket of olives with slits in them. And so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put this in water. Oh, the dogs are barking. I don't know what's going on. The dogs in the neighborhood are all stirred up. But that's Arlo and Harriet in there barking. So we're going to put some water, and I think this time I'm going to actually put a little salt in the water, just to try it differently. I saw some recipes where they were using seawater, but I'm going to put a little salt in here, and then we're going to leach out the tannins with the water, and we're going to let them soak in this water for 7 to 10 days, and then changing the water every day. So anyway, let's put some water in here. All right, there we go. Got the olives in the brine. We also have the sounds of suburbia going on in the background. I have all the little neighbor dogs barking, people talking, even someone rolling up their trash can up the driveway. So anyway, it's kind of funny. We're here making our own harvested olives with the sounds of suburbia in the background. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye. All right, so it's been 2 weeks, and these are our Kalamata olives that we harvested from the yard, and they've been leaching in clear water for about 2 weeks, and I've tasted them, and most of the bitterness is gone. So these are ready to put in the brine. So in this case, this time in the jars, I have lemon wedges, little orange wedges, bay leaves, and some chiltepines. And I'm going to add to each of the jars a sprig of fresh oregano. So it's like that. So I'm going to put one of those in each of the jars. There. And then we're going to fill them all up. Look at the color of those. It's just such a beautiful purple. So I like the olives to have a little bit of bitterness left in them. I don't want to take it all completely out. It seemed like around 2 weeks seemed to be about the perfect amount of time for the leaching process. Alright, so now we need to put in our brine. So this is just a brine of salt, water, and red wine vinegar, which is heated up on the stove, so it's still really hot. I'm going to put that into
Look how pretty those look. So those are our Kalamata olives, and we're going to put those, well, actually I'm going to let these cool down since they're warm, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge, and then we're going to let them sit in the fridge for a couple of weeks to several months, and then we'll start tasting them, and we'll see how they come out. So I can't wait. Look at how pretty that looks. Just that beautiful purple color. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.